Good evening and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Economic Forum, your weekly program that takes a look at various aspects of the Zimbabwean economy. Tonight, we pay particular attention to the agricultural sector, where we take a look at the growth of high-value export crops such as ginger, garlic, turmeric, and pepper. The Traditional Grains Producers Association of Zimbabwe is facilitating such projects, intending to improve rural livelihoods as well as increasing the gross domestic product (GDP) at district and provincial level, which will eventually lead to the increase of the national GDP. This is in line with the Devolution Trust and Decentralization Policy by the government under the National Development Strategy NDS-1. We start with a visit by Traditional Grains Producers Association in Ward 14, Goromonzi District, Mashonaland East Province, where the growing of garlic was initiated after watching one of our previous episodes on ginger and turmeric farming.
When I started this project, I was motivated by a program that came on Economic Forum, where we had a colleague was introducing the amazing work that she's doing in Buhera. And I got so motivated. I am standing here today in my garlic field, 2,000 square meters. The planting was done in April. My visitors are very happy today because they've told me that this is an excellent crop, given that it's the first time. I want to encourage all the ladies, women, who have got even small plots. They can also do garlic, they can do turmeric, they can do ginger, so that we add to the gross domestic product of our country, Zimbabwe. There is power in the land, there is value in the land. We want to see communities improved. We want to earn foreign currency. So let us gear up. Let us not be left out. Nothing for us without us.
Sahlanyela igarlic yethu. It's pure garlic. No fertilizers. Siyasebenzisa imanure kuphela. Siyasebenzisa imanure yethu yabe sivuthiwe, especially eyenkomo. Sabuya safundisa ngabe Traditional Grain Producers Association ukuthi iyahlanyelwa njani igarlic yethu. Igarlic inhlanyelo engahluphiyo ukuhlanyela. Njalo igarlic manxa sikhangele sibona insimu leyi siyabona ukuthi it's 0.2 hectares. 0.2 hectares, that's 2,000 square meters. Saka njengama youth siyakwazi ukuthi maybe sabe singela space. Kwesinye isikhathi imisebenzi yabe siyandele but singakwanisa ukuhlanyela just a single bed ekwanisa ukuba 1 meter by 10 meters. Sakwanisa ukuthi nyanga ezikwanisa ukuba 6 sabe sesithole $200 esikhwameni.
The Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Mashonaland East Province, Honorable Aplonia Munjerengwi, also visited the plot and was impressed with what she saw at the site.
I am impressed. What is impressing me today is the trust by His Excellency to empower the people in the countryside. And some of us, we believe I need a very big piece of land for me to produce productively with the profits. But today I have realized that it's not a question of a big portion of land. It's how you utilize that land and the type of crop that you are growing on that piece of land. We have come to see the new crop on the market called garlic. Of late, it was something else to talk about garlic, ginger, and turmeric. We want to aggressively, in this province, educate our people to grow these three crops. I'm happy that now we cannot even discuss about the Pumvuza. People, they've seen for themselves. Us as a province, we are an agricultural-based province. I want our youth out there, listen to me carefully today. It's not a question of a big land. The garlic that you see here is 2,000 square meters, less than half a hectare. And the revenue derived from this 2,000 square meters is plus or minus 9,000. You can even get more than someone who is sitting on a 36-hectare plot of maize. The president wants to see people empowered. This is the only way we can empower our people. So we are going to bring people here in groups. We want our youth to be empowered. And I'm going to make sure vabinamati iko zvino kana tikawana land ngati gure izvi ma 2 hectares izvi ma 2 hectares tipe mayouth vaproduce izvi vaite mari. Agriculture is a business. We have to make sure if you are sitting on a hectare, make use of it.
We take a short break. Join us in the second segment as we continue to focus on the visit by the Minister of State for Mashonaland East Province. Welcome back. We are now in the second segment of Economic Forum, where we continue giving you highlights of the Minister of State for Mashonaland East Province visit to Ward 14 in Goromonzi district. Other stakeholders who were present at the tour had this to say.
The major thrusts of this tour is to encourage, to promote and advocate for the development of this great nation, the development of this great province. Yes, in tandem with the new thrust of devolution, we want each and every district, each and every household, each and every ward to undertake and participate in this great journey and marathon in order for us to attain Vision 2030.
Takuda kuchenda zvinezvi kuma districts edu ese akasiyana siyana, so that we teach our agri-tax officers and our farmers kuti vakwanise kurima garlic, vakwanise kurima ginger, vakwanise kurima turmeric. Tinoona kuti farms edu akawanda ema A1 ane irrigation, asi vanga vasiri kunyatsa vashandisa zvakanaka nemhaka yekuti crops avanenge vachirima dzimwe nguva havapi mari yakawanda. Asi iko zvino takuda kuti tikaintroduce garlic, turmeric, ginger muma A1 farmers, muma communal farmers. Tine irrigation scheme akawanda akasiyana siyana. Saka toda kuti irrigation scheme iwayo ese zvawo toda kuti tione kuti varimi vari muma schemes iwayo vakurima garlic, vakurima turmeric.
We are happy about the program they are doing on garlic, and I advise all the community out there that water is essential. For you to do such a good project, you have to have water. So there is a need to visit our offices and we discuss about bore drilling so that we can assist each other for the sustainability of the project.
This province, under the Honorable Minister Mzerengwi, is number 3 in the whole country after Harare and Bulawayo metropolitan cities. In all the provincial centers, she is the leader. At this hour, her gross domestic product is the best so far. But now, we have spoken about ginger, garlic, turmeric, high-value crops, high-yielding crops for growth at small-scale farming level. In Mutoko, in Murewa, in Cholocho, in Boera, in Bikita, in Nyanga, where my Chimuti has to play a part in transforming our economy, founded on the land. There's one interesting example here. Mr. Hoto here, a senior player within the business sector in this nation. He is dressed in an overall suit to confirm that value is in the land, not in his office, at his desk. We must shake off that mentality. Value is found in the land. And these are practical deeds. This is 2,000 square meters of garlic, their first crop, with his wife, here in Ward 14, Goromonzi district. They're expecting a revenue in 6 months of $9,000 US. Outlay in cost, just under 2,000. net position 7,000. If you can drive this area and you generate $5 to $50,000 per year, that's a winning formula. It's doable. Our youth don't follow in the trap which we fell into yesterday. We demanded more land. No. Demand water and a small acreage. Make a start.
The message is clear. We have to create the GDP ourselves. It's no rocket science. We believe that when you aggregate the small plots, you create a big farm. But the smaller they are, the more efficient they are. So we are very pleased with our first crop. We believe that Zimbabwe needs to export more and earn foreign currency. And the land is the source of everything from biblical times to today. So we are advised and told by history to go back to the land and make it work.
Moving on, Chichegutu district in Mashonaland West Province, Dr. Hatiwa Gone has also taken up the challenge of growing garlic for the export market.
After watching programs on TV, I decided to grow garlic. And I noticed that garlic brings in foreign currency. I just decided to start with a small area. I'm now here with 1/4 hectare. I've done it well because of Traditional Grains Producers Association. They gave us the knowledge. We have also traveled to watch other people growing garlic. And I've seen these people, they've done it well. So I'm following suit. I was the Businesswoman of the Year in 1998, growing other crops like Munch 2 peas for export. Also, I've been growing maize. I've also grown tomatoes, but I've rushed on to garlic because garlic gives me foreign currency, which is needed by the government, and it increases the GDP as well. In this area, we've got 30 wards. So eventually, we will have all those 30 wards. And from the 30 wards, we'll also move to the other areas here in Chegutu, Mashonaland West. And I think I'll do it well. I would like to be the champion. I would like to be the next Businesswoman of the Year in growing garlic again and teach all the women. I also would like to encourage the youth to join in and grow garlic and also export it. I have visited most of the villages here. I've seen that most of the women, they've got their 6 hectare plots. They can also do 1/4 hectare at the beginning and increase as they can manage to get the seed. I would also like to encourage the government to look into the garlic and also distribute the seed to the women, to the youth.
The need for manure in the production of organic garlic prompted Dr. Hatiwa Gone to keep goats at the plot for a reliable source of this fundamental farming input.
I breed the goats for the manure, which I use to grow the garlic, turmeric, and ginger. So it's very important to keep these goats in their numbers. So I'm also encouraging everybody to get goats. One goat will end up with 100 goats, like I've done. I've got 100 of these goats.
Breeding of goats on the farm ensures that we are self-sufficient in terms of manure. In other words, this is our factory for organic matter for our garlic, ginger, and turmeric. And we have some of our growers in urban areas like Borodale, Highlands. We are saying we will buy manure from here, pack it so that those who do gardening in the city will have access to organic matter.
We take another short break. Join us in the third and final segment of Economic Forum. This is the third and final segment of Economic Forum. We are now in Mashonaland Central Province, where villagers in Chiweshe rural areas have also joined in the race to grow high-value export crops in their small gardens to improve their livelihoods. This was after a member of that area, Mr. Majuru, heard about these projects on radio and spread the information to the rest of the community.
Munomazi weCentral munozikana nhau yemaorenji asi nechikonzero chekuti GDP inofanira kuti ikwire. Takaona kuti kurima garlic, ginger neturmeric zvinobatsira kuti munhu wese anga achiwana kurarama pazviri. Zvinounza forex. Imari inouya vazhinji vari kuibudira kunoitsvaga kunze. Asi kuno kuisusu takuite kurima panzvimbo dzatenge tiri idzodzo tichishanda. Tanzwa chirongwa paredhiyo paNational FM. Ndakaudza vamwe ndirege kunzi murimi ndiri ndega asi kuti tinzi varimi takawanda kuita kuti GDP ikwire munharaunda medu zvinova ndo zvikudiwa nemukuru wenyika kuita kuti nzvimbo yatigere ibudirire, mazou ibudirire, tive varimi vakawanda. Dai zvaitogona hurumende yaigona kutopa mbeu idzodzi pachirongwa chepfubvudza kuita kuti mumwe nemumwe wese akwanise kunge achizvirima zvive nepundutso mukati yekurarama kwevanhu.
Nhau yemaprojekti ndinoifarira mudunhu mangu. Amajuru Standrek vauya vachinitaura chirongwa ichi ndakavakurudzira chaizvo ndakati vhimai vanhu vakawanda. Ndiri kutarisira kuti mukati megore rinouya vazhinji vachange vajoina chirongwa ichochi ichi.
Kuti tizotanga kurima galiki takaziviswa navamajuru kusvika tazorima galiki. Iko zvino ndakuvhura nostro account ndiri kuno kuChiweshe. Ndiri kutorima forex ndiri kuno kuChiweshe. Vamwe vari kuenda kunoitsvaga kuna South Africa, Britain. Asi inini ndiri kuitsvaga ndiri kuno kuChiweshe Mazowe district.
Takatanga kudyara musi wa 11 April. Hapana fertilizer kana mushonga unoshanda. Manyowa chete anoshanda ipapa. Ichabviswa 11 September. Ndichibvisa organic garlic. Chaisa turmeric neginger.
Yapa takanzwa chirongwa ichi takamboda kuita sinyekenyeke. Asi takazosvona kuti chirongwa ichi chimwe chirongwa chakanaka chaizvo. Tikabva tapinda machiri. Ine chandafarira pachirongwa ichi ndechekuti chinobhadharwa neforeign currency. Inova ndiyo yacho yatiri kutotsvaga yachona iyoyo. Saka tinozvitenda chaizvo kuti makaita zvenyu vakatanga nechirongwa ichi sisiwo tiri kungoteerawo takarima. Saka totaisa kuti zvatakarima mwaka unoteera tinge tichizopfuurawo ipapo tichienda kumberi.
Tiri kufamba zvakanaka. Tiri kurima ezvinoizvi organic garlic. Tinotenda mbeu dzedu dziri kukura zvakanaka. Tiri kungoisa manyowa.
Takarima garlic iyoyi asi takazoti kuonesa kuti tiito garlic yakawanda inyaya yekuti cash takatisina. Saka tine chitokumbira kuti ED Mnangagwa pachirongwa chavo chepfumvudza dai vanga vatibatsirawo nokuti cash yekuti tiwane mbeu iyi inowanzo tinesa nguva ino.
District medu tikairima takawanda zvinoreva kuti GDP yedu even yemudistrict chaiyo inosimukawo zvakanaka kusvika tasvika kuprovince tosvika kunational. Izvozvo zvinobva zvaringana nezviri vision yaComrade ED Mnangagwa yavari kukurudzira kuti dai taramba tichishandisa ivhu redu kuitira kuti tiwane pundutso. Ndikabvisa garlic iyoyi ndichazoisa futi ginger kana turmeric kureva kuti ivhu rangu ndaakurishandisa for a very profitable opportunity.
Farming is an industry. Inotibatsira especially chirongwa chegarlic. Ndakaona kuti it's a good program. Nechikonzero chekuti inotengeswa neforex. Unlike a situation yekuti tinoenda tonoshanda salary, after getting the salary taakuenda unotsvaga mari probably in the streets and so on. Hatichadaro. Ndakuziva kuti ndikarima at the end of the day ndaakupuhwa mari yangu in forex. Handizorimi garlic chete. There is also ginger coming. Garlic yangu so far as a beginner ndikuona sekuti it's so good.
In one of our previous episodes, we visited Mother Touch group of schools where they had grown ginger at their agriculture section in the school. The crop has since been harvested and their yield has surpassed their expectations.
By the 29th of October, we planted this crop that you see in a greenhouse under drip irrigation. This was like an experiment, our pilot project. So this is our first crop that was planted in October 2020. I'm so excited. This is a wonderful crop, as you can see. I want to encourage the women. We can all do this. In our backyards, we can do it. All over Zimbabwe, we can do it. You don't need so much land. This is just less than a quarter of a hectare. And what you see around me is just unbelievable. I didn't even expect this. You don't need much resources. This is just water and manure. I want to encourage schools. Let's work on these high-value crops and we can supplement our revenue. Let's do this and raise the economy of our nation. I am so excited today. This is a wonderful crop and we have just finished harvesting and we are expecting to put quite a lump sum of foreign currency through this just backyard of our school.
We are pleasantly surprised. The statistics which we were using for yield have been surpassed way, way beyond. Because this is, in my view, the first time production of ginger in a greenhouse environment, under greenhouse conditions. I had never read in any book in Zimbabwe where it's written that ginger or garlic or turmeric grown under greenhouse conditions will yield so much. One clove is doing on average 1.2 kgs. And if these numbers hold, we are going to bring experts to confirm it. If they hold, then it means we are sitting on gold. Every inch of this nation is gold. Perhaps that's why there was such a protracted war to wrestle this land back into our hands. Education 5.0 is now showing us that, look, there's much more trapped in our land. Whether you are in urban environment or rural environment. But we are saying, my Chimuti now in Gwanda must take it up with minimum assistance from the state and us, private sector, under a public-private partnership to extract additional value for her own good. She must retain a nostro account as a must in every village. All primary schools now are centers of production to enhance extra revenue streams for their own good. E-learning must be enhanced under these COVID conditions. That needs additional resources. Not always relying on government, but initiative, self-initiative, the handling skills displayed by the owner of this school.
On that note, we have come to the end of this week's episode of Economic Forum. For your views and comments, do not hesitate to contact us on the details appearing on your screen. From me, Cynthia Jikaramba, and the crew behind the scenes, happy viewing.